First, our opening statement from Coach Jack, then we'll take questions for Georgia and Kyron. And once we dismiss, then we'll take questions for Coach Jack. Just make sure you raise your hand. I'll call you. Please state your name and your hours, please. Coach Jack, we're ready.
Thank you guys for your compassion. I know that, this isn't your family, your thing, whatever. But for us to walk in here to see your faces and see that it kind of bothered you a little bit how much we left it out there and didn't get the results that we wanted. So I thank you. I'm so disappointed in the effort that our young people played with to not get any kind of questionable situation down the stretch. We're going to watch the film and see how come our bigs don't get to the free throw line but one time, and the ball goes down there to them on multiple occasions. And so it could be me. And for the technical I received late in the game, I want to apologize to the community, university, my chancellor, and my AD, because we really don't want to be tantrum throwers. And I certainly thought that as a 37-year vet, that I get a warning prior to receiving a technical, but I guess I have to be at year 40. So we're working hard, and don't know why the results are this way, and the naysayers don't see the work that we're doing. But we shut the noise down, as you can tell, when we put our head down and show that we can come from a 40-point loss on the road to taking the top 20 team in the country to the last few minutes of a 40-minute game. We don't expect a second place consolation prize, but we certainly know the ACC understands we are coming.
Tim Wilcox, Daily Orange, Kyra. Just the rebounding numbers tonight. How do you feel like, especially on the offensive boards, how did that impact the team's success early on?
I do whatever I can to help the team, and I think I'm a big help in the beginning of the game to give us a spark, to give us a little bit of momentum. So whatever I can do to help, I'm gonna do. And I think offensive rebounds, giving them a second chance, things of that nature, put back, stuff like that. Those are little energy plays and things that I can do and that I can help my team with. And I'm gonna play my role and do my part. So.
Georgia, Sophie was able to get 9 points in that first quarter, and then you were able to follow suit in that second. How beneficial was it for Sophie to be the one to kind of have the hot offensive start so that you were able to get a couple more shooting options in the second quarter?
Yeah, Sophie's definitely stepped up and did really well with that. But I think we really ran our sets and our game plan, and that really opened up for Sophie. And then they were guarding Sophie tighter, which meant I was able to get in and hit those sort of shots as well. So I think Sophie starting like that obviously opens up the floor for everyone else. They had to guard her different, and then it looks different on the whole floor. So it was definitely a good start from Soph.
Noah Nussbaum, Daily Orange. Georgia, my question is also for you. You guys shot 5 of 24 from 3 today. What did you think about NC State's defense led to that?
I think we got a lot of good looks. We had a lot of open looks, and they didn't fall today, which was unfortunate. But a lot of those 3 looks were quite open, so we just got to, hit those ones. Yeah.
Any more questions for student athletes?
Thank you.
We'll take questions for Coach Jack.
Coach Jack Finley with News Magician. In the first half, you guys had 10 assists, and seemed like the passes were flowing well when you guys were out on the break. What did you see in the first half, especially on the break with the ball movement and stuff like that you liked and maybe didn't see in the second half or want to see more consistently throughout the rest of the season?
NC State's a great team. They're going to be a high seed, 4 or higher seed, and we played them really well. But one thing that we understood about them is that we couldn't keep the pace the same. When we tried to herky-jerky the pace a little bit at the beginning, we were pushing it real fast, and then we slowed it down a little bit to get them to think about what next to do. That's when they started putting presses on, and they realized that pressing us wasn't the best option, and had them thinking a little bit about us more than we were thinking about them. And in the second half, I thought that we started thinking about them way too much and wondered what they were going to do next, including me. And we lost the focus on us, and that cost us a little bit. But we got shots that was, plays that got us really wide open. And those shots are going to go down 9 times out of 10, but they didn't go down for us today to really open up that lead. We knew a 9-point lead was not going to be great. They've been down as many as 20 points before and came back and had some success. So, we was back to the drawing board, right? And I think that, it's a good win-learn situation for us. The score doesn't determine how we're going to feel about each other. But I thought that there's some lessons we learned, and we did some winning in spurts. So we just got to put more minutes together.
Tyler Aiken, Z89. Coach, in the last minute or so, Georgia, Sophie didn't really get any shots up. Was that because NC State took them away, or were you just trying to mix things up and get different looks to the defense there?
We had a shot. They got the ball. I'm not certain how it all ended with her being on the floor and it's a jump ball. I don't know how it happened where it's their ball and she traveled. How did she travel? I'm certain it was her fault, but it could have possibly been the young lady, bowled her over a little bit. So we went to our go-to people, and we relied on somebody else to dictate our future. We got to finish with contact. We have to understand they're coming at us, and we have to go through them. That's our mindset, and we didn't do that. We got into they're going to make a call, and nobody cares about us, not even the fans here, some of them, right? We understand that. But we have to make them care. How do you make them care? You bow through that contact and you get an and one. And we practice that every single day. And I thought that we kind of wet-noodled it a couple times, and unfortunately, it didn't go our way. And we're going to get back to the drawing board tomorrow at 9 a.m.
Josh Allman, Citrus TV. Coach, when we talked on Sunday, you were telling me how you need to see more from the bigs. I know, obviously, the result didn't work out for you guys tonight, but what did you see from them that maybe you didn't see last game?
They were commanding and demanding the ball. They were really sliding on that back of that defense. They were really vocal. Izza now hitting the 3 again, her getting her feet underneath her, taking the shot. We don't say make the shot, take the shot. I thought that was an unbelievable shot that Sanaya took. It just didn't go in. But she had the confidence to take it for the first time probably all season. That's a win for me. That's going to be a win moving forward in the season. And so Kyra talking and telling us how to help her manage her minutes so she can be at her strength the whole time. And our coaches did a great job of getting them in and getting them out. And those guys came in and did extra film, extra work. It's going to pay off. I don't know when. I wish I was a mind reader to God, but I'm not. And so I do like that they came ready to go. We just fell short.
Noah Nussbaum, Daily Orange. Going back to the three-point shooting, you guys did attempt those 24 shots today. Was that the game plan going into the game, or just something that emerged as the game went on?
They have a green light. You practice the shot. You get the right to take them, right? And I know Sophie's not going to sleep well tonight, because not only did she miss a lot of shots, she was wide open, and she makes those in her sleep. And it's just the cards was in our favor. It wasn't in the plan for it to go in, unfortunately. And we put, Maddie out there, and she hit a big one. But we needed a bigger body like Sophie to defend, and after a while, it became a defensive situation. And so we're going to get better, and those shots are shots that they usually take. Nobody took a forced 3, which is awesome. They go under on screens, and they bait you to take them, and I'm like, that's a perfect game plan for us. We're supposed to, and we usually do, make those shots, and unfortunately, we didn't today.
Last question for Coach.
Max Gifford with Z89. Coach,
24 first quarter points after your worst loss of the season. What sparked such a hot start for your squad?
Belief, you know. We went out, we've been in a tough situation, you know, coming from a late game on Thursday to get ready for class and come back and then go out and get on a bus 5 hours to go to Boston College for a 12 noon game. That's a lot to ask for a young kid, you know, and we went out there and then we were ready to go, and then game time decision, Georgia can't play. And it's like saying, Kyle, game time decision, he can't play. You know, it's hard, and that was, we try to get them ready, try to get solace with them and get them to understand they too matter, but nothing I can say, you know, some of it was the shock of not having Georgia in the second, some of it was the legs weren't ready to go. And so we took away 20 points from that and say, okay, they beat us by 20 in our head. So what we're gonna do about getting that another 20? Believe that no matter how bad it looks, no matter how bad the road may seem, you know, my mom always said the darkest hour is just before dawn. Dawn hasn't come yet, but we're still fighting hard to figure out what's around that corner. And one thing I know in that locker room I was just in, they're all still in. They're all still fighting for Syracuse University, women's basketball here, and the right for people to see that they are fighters. And I'm so proud of them. And yeah, again, like I said, you walk up the stairs with me, you start taking 1 or 2, I'm gonna start taking 4 or 5, because I'm a ferocious winner. But when you don't win, you gotta see something that was good about the day, about just walking up those stairs, how much I took those strides to, you know, to try to beat you, right? And that's what we're trying to teach our young people. You're not a loser if you lay it on the line. We left it on the line. We fell short. We get better tomorrow. Thank you so much.
Thanks, Coach.
Thanks, Coach.